It's considered to be the trade of 1989. The Pistons, cruising through one of the franchise's most successful seasons, sent their leading scorer to Dallas in exchange for an apparently troubled Maverick. The result, at least for Detroit, has been show-stopping. Since the trade, the Pistons have shifted into high gear, climbing back into contention in the race for the NBA's best record. Dallas's adjustment hasn't been so triumphant, but the Mavericks are confident this crafty veteran can show them the same sights the Pistons once witnessed. Live from the Palace, it's the Mavericks and the Pistons. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to another exciting night of NBA basketball. This is George Blaha with 808 himself, Dick Motta, and we are at the jam-packed Palace of Auburn Hills, and this game almost has it all tonight. It certainly has the emotion of Dick Motta commenting and giving us his basketball expertise on the team he used to coach. First time he has done that. We've also got, of course, the Mark Aguirre, Adrian Dantley trade, and a high-flying Piston team looking to record its third consecutive 50-win season. Let's start at the top, Dick. How about you and the butterflies you feel or don't feel about being here courtside watching your old team, the Mavericks, against the Pistons?
I've been anticipating this for quite some time. It's like having a child go away to college and then they come home after graduation. I'm proud of them to a degree. I'm not so happy that they're into a 9-game losing streak, but I'm glad I'm not there to have to suffer through that.
And that would be difficult. Got to be difficult, too, for both Mark Aguirre and Adrian Dantley tonight. Emotional, I'm sure, for both players. And you know that everybody, including you and me, going to be looking at them with a fine-tooth comb.
Well, I feel more sorry for Adrian. See, Mark doesn't have to go back to Dallas this season. Adrian has to come home. And there were some things done about the trade. He wasn't happy to leave a great ball club like the Pistons. He thought he had a truly legitimate shot for an NBA championship ring, and he does. He did. Now he doesn't anymore.
He's rolled up the scoring numbers in the past few games, Adrian Dantley, but as Dick Motta said, the Mavericks have lost 9 straight games. As for the Pistons, they've won 4 straight, and right now they're 32 games over 500 for the first time in franchise history. They seem to be rolling over everybody without regard to record, but in that Central Division, they're now 2 up in the loss column and even in the win column with Cleveland.
I look at the loss column. I also look at a game like this. It's one that they should win at home court against a team that is definitely slumping. But more important than that, it's a game before a tough 4-game road trip, and you've got to start the road trip on the right foot.
Dallas is certainly not a bad team, Dick. 9 games in a row on the loss column or not. Could they break out of it tonight?
They're going to break out of it sometime. They have too much talent to be on this type of skid, and I think that they're a dangerous ball club. They're a wounded tiger, and I think that they would like to show well against Mark Aguirre and give Adrian Dantley a boost.
Certainly, if they're going to be emotional anytime soon, it's certainly going to be here tonight at the Palace against the Pistons. We should have a very interesting basketball game for you. Stay with us. We'll bring you the starting lineups and all the action from the Palace in just a moment, right here on the Detroit Pistons Basketball Network.
For the pride, for the dream, for the love, and for the team, for the sweat and for the drive, for the reason you strive.
For all you do, the clean, crisp taste of Beechwood aged Budweiser.
This Bud's for you. Bud, this Bud's for you.
She's a long one. So long, she got a clock in the front and back seat.
Why's that?
Different time zones. You get it?
Right.
76 unleaded super, huh? Is that a big deal?
Yep, it's our highest octane unleaded.
Hog ties them knocks and pings, huh?
Yeah, it helps clean your port fuel injectors. Check your water and oil.
The water's okay. How's oil, hon?
Down a court, JT.
Down a court, JT.
go with the spirit of 76.
Now that we've gotten together, let's just have a ball.
Save on assorted Pepsi products in 2-liter bottles. Now just 68 cents plus deposit. And Holly Farms oven-roasted whole chicken, only $2.19 a pound.
Kroger and the Pistons. Yeah, that's the ticket.
BF Goodrich TA Radials. Grab. Dig. Perform. The all-weather comp TA is low and wide. Outlast Pirelli P600 and Goodyear Eagle GT Plus 4. BF Goodrich TA Radials. Think of them as athletic shoes for your car.
Take your pick of every new Sprint's athletic shoe for spring. Men's, women's, and children's. Now 30% off.
Pick where your shoes, take your pick.
Kelly Boschek.
Kelly Boschek, ladies and gentlemen.
With America here in the middle of America, Auburn Hills, Michigan. Let's go now to the public address announcer at the sold-out Palace, Ken Calvert. What ought to be a very interesting introduction of the starting lineups for this one tonight between the Pistons and Dallas Mavericks.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing some of the world's greatest athletes. First, our guests, the Dallas Mavericks. Wearing number 15 from Maryland, Brad Davis. Wearing number 20 from Long Beach State, Marlon Wiley. Wearing number 21 from Nevada, Las Vegas, Anthony Jones. Wearing number 23 from St. John's, Bill Wennington. Wearing number 33 from Indiana, Uwe Blob. Wearing number 41 from the University of Detroit, Terry Tyler. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your starters. Wearing number 4 at forward from Notre Dame, Adrian Dantley. At the other forward, wearing number 44 from North Carolina, Sam Perkins. At center, wearing number 32 from Ohio State, Herb Williams. At guard, wearing number 12 from Illinois, Derek Harper. And at the other guard, wearing number 22 from Kansas State, Rolando Blackman. The head coach is John McLeod. His assistants, Richie Adamadu, Carl Hurd, and the trainer is Doug Atkinson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Eastern Conference champions, the Detroit Pistons. Starting at one of the forwards, wearing number 23 from DePaul, Mark Aguirre. At the other forward, wearing number 44 from Hampton Institute, Rick Mahorn. At center, wearing number 40 from Notre Dame, Bill Beard. At one of the guards, wearing number 4 from McGee State, Joe Dumars. And at the other guard, wearing number 11 from Indiana, your captain, Isiah Thomas. The head coach is Chuck Daly, his assistants, Brendan Sir and Brendan Malone. The trainer, Mike Abdenauer. Ladies and gentlemen, your officials as appointed by the NBA, Hugh Evans, Ronnie Nunn, and Hank Armstrong.
Pistons fans, how about a chance to get Pistons tickets? for emotional nights like this at the Palace despite the sellout crowd. Call now, 377-0100. Get information on ticket availability for next year's exciting Piston season. Priority numbers are now being taken. Call during our simulcast at 377-0100. Nice welcome for Adrian Dantley. And he deserved it, and I'm sure that was emotional for him, Dick Motta.
It is, and it should have been. I look at a trade as that we're all in the same company. We're working for the NBA, and when you get traded, it's like a transfer, the same way if you were IBM or any other large company.
And Adrian Dantley and Isiah Thomas share a few words before the game begins. AD certainly was unhappy to leave here. And there were words spoken and written about the trade that may have led you to believe that AD and Isiah didn't get along. That may show you something there. Here's our Budweiser opening tip for the people of Anheuser-Busch like John Conti. For all you fellas do, this ice-cold Bud's for you. The Pistons win the opening tip, and Isiah airballs from deep on the right wing to Perkins.
Maybe AD told him to do that.
May have been a bit emotional off the start here at the Palace. Dallas goes right to AD. Mahorn checks in. He may not play Mark Aguirre and Adrian at all tonight. Herb Williams starting at center for James Donaldson. Misfires baseline left. The rebound saved by Aguirre to Isiah. Pistons trying to push it up. The Mavericks are back. Isiah working the outside. 10 ticks off the 24-second clock by now. Now he'll dish it wide of the lane to Lambier. Over Perkins from there. No, it is off the iron and tapped by Mahorn and controlled by AD. Adrian all the way down. He wheels to the lane and he scoops and he scores, but the Pistons whistled for an illegal defense before that. Adrian coming off a 30-point game in 39 minutes on Friday against the Nuggets. His third 30-plus game since joining Dallas. He has 20-plus in 6 straight. Now to Blackman, and Blackman sticks that, Jay, as he did so many times for Dick Motta.
He came off a double screen, and he was very effective with the curls.
It is now 2-0 Mavericks, and as the Pistons set up, we get a quick ball and a fresh 24. The Pistons have won 13 straight here at the Palace. Bill Lambier gets it from Aguirre. Long guns. It goes. He got great rim action there, and we're tied at 2. 10.5 to play in the first. Big Sam Perkins out on the floor against Aguirre. Goes high post now to Williams. Heading to the hole is Blackman. He dropped it. Adrian picks it up and hooks it up and in. Don't ever forget that AD knows exactly what to do with it when he gets it in there. 4-2 Dallas. Adrian is checking Aguirre. He is doubled. Mark is. And the Pistons swing it. Dumar's left corner for the gun. It won't go. And it comes off to Harper. Derek Harper matched up against Dumars this trip. Sends it topside to Perkins. Wide of the lane now to AD against Mahorn. Isiah over to help. Not all the way, though, and Adrian flies inside, forces no. A long rebound comes to Dumars. Joe D pulls up, top of the key, fires and kills it. Score tied at 4. 9.5 to play in the first.
It's interesting. Mahorn is guarding AD, and AD is guarding Mark Aguirre.
Adrian probably has a tougher job in that matchup of small forwards. Perkins misfires wide of the lane. Back come the Pistons with a chance to go up a deuce. Isiah will stop and go. Dish outside of Lambier. Here's the long gun. He got it. 4 for Billy.
Sam Perkins is guarding Bill Lambier, and he's used to going under the basket to find his man, and Bill's floating out top.
Blackman gets in a hurry off the screen. Got inside Dumars and drilled it. Rolando with 4, and the score is tied at 6. Pistons to Dumars against Blackman. Joe D free, top of the key, the pump fake. Now the gun, it doesn't go. Rebound ripped away by Perkins. Ahead to Derek Harper. Harper on the wing. Now the matchup with Isiah. He will fire over Isiah and fill it.
Derek Harper.
Dallas 8 and the Pistons 6. Derek Harper. Who has to be happy that Illinois is in the Final Four this year. His alma mater. Takes it from outside. Aguirre counters from outside over AD for the Pistons. We are 8-all, and we've played 4 at the Palace. The Pistons winner would be number 50. Harper tries again, top of the key, misfires to Mahorn. Isiah now works against Harper. Bounce to Mark. Give and go to Isiah. Didn't hold it. Back come the Mavericks. Harper against Lambier, and he scoops and misses. Perkins is there for the rebound. Sam Perkins in the corner. Off to Blackman, deep on the wing. The try for 3 is through. Blackman cripples. And Dallas leads 11-8, and Chuck Daly has seen enough. 7:26 to play in the first. He wants timeout. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
Why should you buy your Levi's at Dunham's? This is a very compelling question. After all, department stores sell them, the Gap sells them, so why go to Dunham's? Well, the logic is simple. Dunham's sells Levi's for less.
Check out Dunham's everyday low prices on Levi's whitewash jeans. Dunham's, where Levi's cost less.
Now, if you know how much you pay for Levi's at those other stores, you know just how powerful Dunham's logic is.
Dunham. Our big names bring you in, our low prices bring you back.
Every job needs its own special tools. But now there's a tool that can help you do nearly every job. The Hardware Week Circular from True Value Hardware Stores, where this TrueFlex 22-inch rake by True Temper is just $3.49. And this Master Mechanic 24-inch Super Guide is only $1.99. Then get Servas Spray Enamel, 11 ounces for just 99 cents. And these rugged Servas garden tools for only $4.99 each at participating True Value Hardware Stores and home centers.
2 years off a car's pregnancy? There are people in GE Fanuc Automation who have some ideas that could help you achieve it. Pick our brains. A car without belts? There are people in GE Motors who have some ideas that could help you get rid of them. Pick our brains. If you're a car maker or supplier, talk to us, GE Automotive.
2 world title fights come to the Palace as Budweiser presents a Night of Champions, Saturday, April 22nd at 7:30. Tickets go on sale Saturday for the WBO Light Heavyweight Championship bout between Michael Moore and Freddie Delgado, and WBO Junior Middleweight Championship fight between John David Jackson and Tony Montgomery. That's Saturday, April 22nd at 7:30. The Budweiser Night of Champions here at the Palace. Dallas doesn't look like a team that's lost 9 in a row. They lead the Pistons 11-8 here early. Pistons post up Lambier, misfiring from the paint is Billy. Rebound comes to Harper. Dallas in the road green, setting up now in front of the Piston bench. We played 5 in the first. Dallas 5 for 11. The Pistons 4 and 9. Among the 5, a triple for Blackman. He bounces to AD. The clock's at 4, now 3. Adrian whirling on Mahorn, and Ricky puts a hand on him, and the hand check call's made by Hugh Evans. He and Ronnie Nunn and Hank Armstrong are the officials here tonight.
John McLeod is using Adrian Dantley on a lot of isolations over on the left side of the court.
See what they do on the inbound with a new 24. First team foul either way. Herb Williams to the cutting Blackman behind the foul line, turning and firing as Rolando. No, rebound Mahorn. Ricky to Isiah. Up the middle he comes. Stutter step, now the long gun. Wide, but a foul. And it's on Harper on the shot, says Ronnie Nunn. Isiah will get to the line now and shoot a pair. 6:29 to play in the first. It's the return of Adrian Dantley. And Mark Aguirre's first time playing against the Dallas Mavericks, and Dick Motta, for that matter, with his first time commentating on the Dallas Mavericks.
It's hard for me, no matter all of the hoopla and the professional way that both Adrian and Mark have handled this, not to zero in on the two of them, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you can't take your eyes off of them, really.
I had a hard time when I first started and look out and see Mark Aguirre in a different color uniform. I'm doing the same thing with AD now.
Isiah got 1 for 2. It's 11-9. Perkins against Aguirre, and Sam Perkins hooks and hits. Tough mismatch for Mark there. 6'9.5" Sam. Isiah getting inside. Lost it to Williams as he tried to throw it up. Off it goes to Harper. Bounce way too far ahead for Perkins, out of bounds. One of those turnovers Dick Motta hates.
I don't like a, I'll say it again, I don't like a long bounce pass to a big man running toward the basket. It's too hard to handle.
Probably figures he can try that once in a while now that you're not around.
He probably expects me to yell at him.
Pick and roll. Dumars and Lambier. Joy to the hoop. Got it blocked. Perkins to Williams to Harper. Still, Dallas has the lead. Adrian Dantley against Lambier from the right corner. He will long gun, and it goes. AD nearly a triple there. It's 15-9 Dallas. 5.5 to play in the first. AD with 4. Off the screen, Dumars gives it back to Isiah. Here's the foul line gun. Got it.
Well, that was a nice, quick exchange there. He hit it the floor like a diamond, shot it quickly.
A little over 5 now to play in the first. Dallas by 4. Clear out for Dantley across the lane for the hook. He hit it over Ricky. He looks to be in sync. Although Adrian is saying he still feels like a half a step slow in this Dallas offense.
It's a tough adjustment.
Dumars for the rainbow, no. Rebound comes off to Harper. 2 on 3. Harper pulls it up, takes it back outside to Perkins. Now AD top of the key. Adrian wants to clear out on Mahorn. He'll get it. Now Dumars coming to help. Pass top side to Harper. Back it goes to AD. Clock at 6. Baseline drive, and Lambier's over to help, but he's going to get nailed for the foul, or is it Mahorn? It's Ricky from behind. Adrian Dantley. How many times have you seen this before, Dick Motta?
Mahorn's playing him to let him almost have the baseline. Maybe that's the plan, then the clamping from the weak side. But the weak side help didn't get there. As you see, as the defense sets up, he is shading him toward the baseline side.
Ricky had to grab him from behind. That gets AD a pair. Dennis Rodman off the bench for Mahorn, so Adrian will go against a fresh defender in a minute.
Second stringer should always know exactly what the first stringer's doing. And Rodman went to school on Adrian for 2 years here.
Did he ever? AD makes 2, had to coax the second, but he has 8 already. Dallas 19 and the Pistons 11. 4 1/4 to play in the first. The screen and roll for Dumars and Lambier. Back to Billy, low on the left. A scoop, no, but a bump from Perkins will get him 2 at the line.
Dallas, number 44,
the Mavericks, like a lot of other ball clubs, are having trouble with the pick and roll. And it's set up with the pick. Lambier coming on now with Joe Dumars using it, waiting for the defense to get set. Now he has both defenders on him for a second, and then he attacked the big guy and leaves the roller open. And Bill rolled well, caught the ball, and got a nice shot out of it. And all ball clubs in the league are having trouble with Detroit's pick and roll. I used to hate to play them because what makes it more effective than most ball clubs is the range of Lambier, and he has that whole court to slide around on to get open for his long jump shot.
And he loves the play. He got 2 out of it there as he made 2 at the line. Now Dallas wants time. 4 20 to play in the first. Mavericks 19, Pistons 13. Time out at the Palace on the Pistons Basketball Network.
I hear General Motors is not happy. More and more, their owners find only one luxury car gives them everything. Chrysler New Yorker. V6, anti-lock brakes, the most advanced transmission, Ultra Drive, and Crystal Key. Better owner care than any GM sedan, even Rolls or Mercedes. What did Chrysler do to make GM unhappy? Everything.
Now get $1,000 cash back on New Yorker.
It's brewed from the choicest natural ingredients. It's Beechwood aged for that clean, crisp taste. And best of all, it's for you.
You got the taste, this bug's for you.
Detroit Pistons basketball is brought to you by the Michigan National Bank, home of the Michigan Bank Card. It's a classic. By Taco Bell. Taco Bell has your order. Make a run for the border. By Elias Brothers Big Boy. Taste the difference that quality makes. And by True Value Hardware, your store of first choice.
Back to it after a Dallas timeout, and the Mavericks set up. They lead 19-13, a little over 4 to play in the first. Adrian Dantley checked by Mark Aguirre, puts the shoulder down, drives and finger rolls, it won't fall. Rebound comes long, tapped by Perkins, saved by Harper's knee to Perkins. Fresh 24 for the Mavericks. Derek Harper gets it back from Adrian, drives and scoops, and he scores, and he is fouled.
That wouldn't have been backcourt, in my opinion. He was already established back there, and there had been no absolute control. I don't think it would have been backcourt, but it was a nice bounce off of Derek Harper's knee.
Isiah's picked up his first foul. The Pistons with 3 team fouls, Dallas 2. At the line, Harper. He missed it. Rebound, Billy Lambier. Dallas by 8. Pistons in a hurry. Isiah gets it from Adrian as the looping pass just got over AD's fingertips, and he drove and laid it up and in. Chuck Daly about put Denny in the game.
Don't try for a interception in the midcourt unless you can get it.
Dallas tried, didn't get it. And with Rodman dogging Dantley, Adrian dropped the pass. It's out of bounds. And Joe Dumars, who has struggled off the start, 1 for 5 from the floor, is replaced by Vinnie Johnson. Dallas up 6. 3:15 to play in the first. Pick and roll with Isiah and Aguirre now against Harper and AD. Isiah to the wing, drains it. He has 7, and the Pistons are within 4. 3 to play in the first as Harper goes to work against Isiah. Williams gets it wide of the lane against Bill Lambier. Clock at 10. Herb with the jump hook. No. Rebound ripped away by Rodman. Up to Isiah. Isiah faked 2 passes. Looks to bounce to Aguirre. Mark has to come and get it now. He loses it to Harper. Ahead to Rolando Blackman. Blackman works the wing, leaves it there for Perkins against Aguirre. Sam with 1 dribble. Now the long gun. It pops out. Bill Lambier has it. Back in Isiah's hands it goes. Bounce to Aguirre, and he is 3-timed. The ball's knocked away, but we're going to have a whistle. And a Mavericks foul. Adrian Dantley got him. The first on AD. John McLeod, who certainly ought to be considered for NBA's best dressed coach. Isn't worried about that these days. He's looking to get a win after losing 9 in a row.
He'd probably go out there nude if he could get a win out of a game right now. Yeah, I don't think that the clothes are a very important factor right now.
Mark Aguirre, who used to play for him, has 3 tonight as he makes the first. At 37 earlier this season against the Pistons. Tonight an errant elbow broke Adrian Dantley's jaw.
Zone press.
He made 2. It's 21-19. 2 to play in the first. Harper off to Perkins at the foul line extension. Perkins high post to Herb Williams with his back to Lambier. Back to Blackman. He'll try for 3 again. It's through again. Blackman with his second triple tonight. It's 24-19. Blackman with 10. He's high in the game. Adrian Dantley's next with 8. Isiah with 7 passes, 1 up to dish deep to Lambier. He blew the bunny, but he was hit from behind. He'll shoot a pair.
Rolando Blackman worked on his range all summer. I was in a clinic with him over in Italy, and he said that was one of his goals. He tries to set 1 goal a summer and then concentrate heavily on that. And it's evident tonight he's hit 2 in a row, and he very seldom took a three-point shot in his first 6 years.
Fine all-around player.
Good guy.
You took a little heat for not playing Dale Ellis when Blackman was around, but it's hard to argue with a proven commodity.
Well, I had Mark Aguirre at the small forward and Blackman at the off guard. I had Jay Vincent and Mark Aguirre and Dale Ellis all had to split the minutes at small forward, and Mark gobbled up all of them.
Tough to be the young guy in that situation.
You just have to bite your tongue and pay attention to and play well every time you get in a game.
Ellis must have learned some lessons. Well, Bill Lambier converts and has 8. Dallas by 3. Pistons trapped. Adrian Dantley 2-time finds Williams, dotted line with a gun over Lambier, and he got it. Herb Williams first hoop. Dallas by 5. 1:15 to play in the first. Denny topside, bounces to Aguirre over Adrian. No. Rodman keeps it alive, tries for the save, and Aguirre does pull it down. Then threw it away. Harper has it to AD. Adrian spins on Vinny. He hooks off the square and he hits. There was some Vinny JD.
Yeah, well, Vinny lost before that because he was standing out at the 10-second line while everyone else was working underneath.
Got him in motion. Got the hook up and in. Mark Aguirre working the baseline. The shot pops out. It comes long to Harper. 40 seconds now to play in the first. Dallas 28 and the Pistons 21. This is a Piston team I don't have to tell you is on a tear. 4 in a row, 13 of 14, 16 of 18, and 23 of 27. Blackman lets it fly from the wing. It won't go, but there's a whistle on the shot. Vinny Johnson gets the foul, and Rolando will step to the free throw line. Second longest losing streak in team history. This 9 in a row that the Mavericks have lost. They don't look like a team that's lost that many, Dick.
No, they don't. And I hold the record for the 15 straight. That expansion year, we were lucky to break that string at 15. We had to come from behind. We shouldn't have won that game.
Well, when you start with a losing streak like that with an expansion team, I'm sure that you just wonder when in the world it's going to end. I know Dick Carter told me down in Charlotte when his team lost 9 in a row, he was really beginning to wonder where they're going to find one.
Well, I tried to get some Rip Van Winkle tablets and take them, and maybe the season would go away while I could sleep it off.
Blackman has 12 as he makes 2, and Dallas leads by 9. Here come the Pistons trailing 30-21. 10 on the shot clock, 15 in the quarter. Isiah gives to Vinny, gets it back, penetrates, guns on the run off the high glass, he got it. Isiah made a big shot. He has 9 in the first.
A real good ball fake on Isiah's part to get Harper in the air.
Now we're in the closing seconds. Harper trying to spin and force. He does. He misses at the horn at the end of 1 at the Palace. It's Dallas 30 and the Pistons 23. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
At any rate, let us go back to the beginning.
Without a good breakfast, it can be tough getting down to business. That's why America loves breakfast at Big Boy. You can taste the difference that quality makes in every fresh choice. Now at Big Boy, 2 eggs, bacon or sausage, home fries, and toast or pancakes is just $2.09. Start your day with breakfast at Big Boy. By the way, we have the best coffee you'll ever have. Taste the difference that quality makes at Big Boy.
Many lawnmower companies make quick start guarantees. But what about the rest of the mower? At Snapper, we guarantee more than quick starting. If you're not satisfied with your new Snapper's performance within 14 days of purchase, we'll refund your money.
Great, but I already bought Mr. Quick Start here.
Right now, Snapper dealers are offering great trade-in allowances. So now's the time to trade.
See one of these full-service Snapper dealers today.
At Arbor Drugs, you always get 2 sets of larger size prints for the price of 1. Or with our Picture Plus, get 1 set of larger size prints plus a free roll of film. And with Arbor's Picture Picture Club, you earn points towards free gifts like cameras, TVs, and more. Arbor's professional photo clerks take care of every detail, so you get your photos overnight, guaranteed. And that's what makes the Arbor way the best way. Arbor, the drugstore with a difference.
This is the only way you participate in different sports. Avia doesn't want you buying their cross trainers. And neither does the boss.
If this is the only kind of basketball you want to play, Avia doesn't want you buying their shoes.
Stay tuned for the TV 50 10 o'clock news on Channel 50 on the TV side of our simulcast. Don't wait for details at 11. You can get the news, weather, and sports an hour ahead with Roger McCoy, Amir Jacobson, Randy Burdo, and Ray Lane. The TV 50 10 o'clock news, a good hour ahead. Terry Tyler, another former Piston, checks in. He got a nice round of applause before the game. Bill Wennington on the floor for Dallas, and Morlon Wiley, a rookie from Long Beach State, who is 6'4", joins Rolando Blackman in the backcourt. They have Perkins and Tyler and Wennington up front. This is where it gets tough for Dallas.
Yeah, the depth. It surprises me that Brad Davis is still on the bench and Wiley's in for him. I wonder if Brad has some type of injury.
Pistons, of course, with all kinds of depth. They had 8 guys in double figures at Charlotte Saturday. Dumars returns with Vinnie Johnson in the backcourt, Mark Aguirre, and Rodman and Bill Laimbeer up front. Dallas leads by 7, and whirling and missing is Williams. The rebound out of bounds off Dennis Rodman. We've just begun the second quarter. It's the Pistons and Dallas at the Palace. Wiley bounces to Tyler. Terry Tyler holds it high. Deep outside now to Blackman, who connected on 2 triples in the first. Tyler against Rodman. Williams top of the key. And the Pistons are going to be whistled for an illegal defense. That is their second warning. That'll give the Mavericks a technical foul free throw. They got a dozen from Blackman and 10 from Adrian Dantley in the first. And Rolando gets a chance to make it a baker's dozen here.
I'm impressed with the patience and the ball handling that Dallas is using in their half-court offense, and they've got the tempo slowed right down to a half-court offense situation. I don't think there have been but just one fast break attempt by the Pistons all evening.
And they added their lead as Blackman makes 31-23. He does have 13. Wiley gives to Wennington, gets it back, dishes to Blackman. He'll fire wide of the lane and fill it again. Blackman has 15, and Dallas is up 10. And the crowd's trying to bring the Pistons to life. Rolando 4 on a 5, as we told you, 2 of the 4 are triples. Bill Laimbeer deep outside, shot short to Wennington. Off to Blackman. Blackman gives it up to Wiley. They swing it to Williams on the sideline with John Salad. His 3rd game back from the injured list, and Jimmy Edwards about to check in. Blackman in the corner playing catch with Wennington. Wennington baseline, turns air balls to Laimbeer on the other side of the hole. Up it comes to Dumars. Slapped away by Wiley. Joe D gets it deep on the wing. Mid-post lob to Rodman. Dennis to the dotted line. The push on the run, no. Rebound Wennington. Nearly swiped from him by Rodman. But now Wiley has it, and Dallas up 10 is on the attack again. 10 and 20 to play in the half. Herb Williams from the wing. Wennington topside. Gives foul line to Wiley. Passes it up for one for Tyler. Wide of the lane, no. Laimbeer taps it to Vinny. DJ barely touched the ball so far. Spins inside. Fires short to Tyler. And Terry Tyler was hit as he came down with the rebound. Vinnie Johnson bumped him, and VJ gets the foul.
That's a good trick when you get hit. Put your head down between your legs, and the referee will call a foul for you.
And he did.
He wasn't going to call that foul till he saw that Tyler had been hit.
Vinny has picked up his 2nd, so Isiah returns. 33-23, Dallas leads the Pistons at the Palace, where the Pistons have won 13 straight. Herb Williams on the high post, gets it from Wiley, gives it back. Now Blackman has it topside. Sideline to Tyler against Rodman on a clear out. He'll go baseline and fire. Worm got a piece of it. Off it comes to Edwards. Jimmy Edwards to Dumars. Off to Salad. John will square up and gun off the glass. No, rebound Wennington, and he is hit and fouled from behind by Edwards.
The tempo of this game is really being played in Dallas's corner. I hate to belabor it, but they have the Pistons walking up to their offensive end now.
And this is their way. You're right. 9.5 to play in the half. The Pistons with 2 team fouls now. Wennington clear on the baseline. Guns it goes. Sally got there late, and the ball fouled the bottom of the net, and Dallas is up a dozen. Again, the crowd tries to fire the Pistons up. Dumars deep on the wing to Edwards, top of the key. Sally at the foul line extension. Shovels it cross court to Dumars. He fumbles it out of bounds.
You know, as a coach, you harp like the devil that don't go to sleep against a team that's in a losing streak, and it looks like some of them missed the wake-up call this afternoon.
Well, they could be getting some life here. Dallas 48% now. Before Blackman's miss outside, the Pistons 8 for 22. That's 36%. Rodman rebound. Isiah looking to push it up. Spins away from Wiley. Now Wiley gets back on him. He'll dish it to Sally. Clock at 12. Rodman posting up on Tyler. Gets it mid-post. Williams helping out. That leaves Sally alone. John takes the baseline. Gets the bump from Williams. And he'll get 2 at the line. He was in the air when Herb Williams nailed him with 8 1/4 to play in the half.
This is the first time I've seen Wiley play in person. I'm kind of impressed with his defense. Nice defensive stance, and looks like good lateral motion.
Big time NBA body. Sally at the line. We understand a lot of Piston fans are tuned in down in Toledo tonight. The Albrights down there say we're coming in loud and clear. John Sally makes and makes again. His first 2 draws the Pistons to within 10. 35-25, 8 and 18 to play in the half. Herb Williams on the way. Top of the key to Tyler. Off to Blackman against Dumars. Blackman's going all the way. Top side Wiley. Stutter step on the shot. It pops out to Rodman. Pistons got a break there. That thing was halfway down. Here comes Isiah. Dishing to Edwards. Jimmy against Wennington. Goes back outside with it to Sally. Sally with a nice bounce in deep to Edwards for the dunk. John Sally proving again what a fine passer he is. Jimmy gets the hoop and draws the foul.
That was a nice baseline bounce pass into a stationary post man. Good right hand, a little bit of spin on it. Oh, it was with the left hand. He didn't go baseline. Fooled me on it.
Jimmy will shoot one and make. And the Pistons have climbed back to within 7. He has all 3 of his points so far tonight on that trip. Dallas beating the press. Blackman going baseline. Thought better of it when he saw Sally. Foul line at Tyler, and Terry Tyler sticks it from there.
Terry's always been able to hit that medium range jumper.
I'm glad for him. He's found a home in Dallas. One of the real good guys to ever play. Isiah inside to Edwards across the lane. Dotted line hook. No. Rebound Herb Williams. Here comes Wiley with it. Dallas 37. And the Pistons 28. Tyler fighting Rodman for position. Wiley gives to Williams. Gets it back. Now dishes to Tyler. And a hold's going to be called on Worm. Hank Armstrong with the call. Cleveland playing in Indiana tonight, and the Pistons cheering for Dick Versace and company. The Pacers lead them 28-27 in the second in Indianapolis. Blackman dropped it. Tyler got it baseline, misfired. Rebound, slapped out by Edwards. Pistons, by the way, with 3 team fouls. Mavericks 2, 6 and 49 till halftime. Here's the mandatory timeout, with Dallas leading at the Palace 37-28 on the Pistons Basketball Network.
good, Monkey. But Ed said Bud Light.
If you want the one light that outshines them all, ask for Bud Light. Because everything else is just a light.
So hard to get good help.
Slip into the beat. WJLB. Work to the beat. WJLB. All day long. WJLB keeps you rolling. Stay with the beat of WJLB. Detroit's strongest songs.
Starting April 3rd, Southwest Airlines will have 6 flights a day to Indianapolis. For a price that'll stop you in your tracks. Southwest Airlines. It's like having your own company plane.
Count me down. The award-winning pop group The Pointer Sisters plays the Palace this week, Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Reserve tickets are on sale now at the Palace box office and all Ticketmaster outlets, including Hudson's, select AAA, and Great Stuff locations. 3 Grammys for the Pointer Sisters. See them Wednesday at 8. I wonder if they'll sing Can Can, that one from way, way back. 6:45 to play here in the first. Dallas, or first half, that is. Dallas 37 and the Pistons 28. Perkins off to Wennington, wide of the lane. Wennington squares up, shows Edwards the ball, takes it down, then throws it up off the window and in. Pretty move there by Wennington. 39-28, he has 4. Dallas leads by 11. Harper back in the game. Isiah Dumars on the wing against Moreland Wiley. Joe D takes him baseline. Trying to wheel inside. Can't. Now Wiley punches the ball away to Harper. Harper driving on Isiah. Gets by him. Missed the finger roll. Sally with a rebound. Here come the Pistons the other way. Isiah to Joe D. Baseline dish to Edwards for the pop, and it drops. 39-30. And Dallas will take a 20-second timeout here.
Harper went down on a solo fast break and took a bad shot. Pistons came right back on another fast break and got a basket. John McLeod called a timeout. He wants to set the slow pace.
Pistons fans register to win a trip to New York City to see the Pistons play the Knicks on April 14th, courtesy of Precision Tune. 3 days, 2 nights, airfare, hotel, game tickets, and $200. You'll need it in New York. Stop in and register at your local Precision Tune location. Precision Tune. We do more than fix your car. We guarantee it. And now, after Harper's mistake, the Pistons got it pushed up the floor, Dick Motta.
Yes, a nice classic 3-on-2. Isiah split the middle and hit it off to the wing on the left side for the basket.
Mavericks called the 20. Perkins at the foul line. Guns, it rattled, it didn't go. It pops out to Isiah. Isiah up the right side, top side to Self. Dishes to Edwards. Jimmy Edwards nails it wide of the lane. 39-32. The Dallas lead is 7, 5 1/4 to play in the half. Adrian Dantley's about to check back in. We haven't seen him at all so far in the second. He had 10 in the first. Perkins from the high post. The left-hand gun won't go. Rebound Rodman. Dennis way up to Jimmy Edwards. He will drive and dunk. A monster dunk there by Edwards.
That'll bring a timeout.
And it does. Jimmy with 9. The Dallas lead is 5, 39-34. Timeout at the Palace on the Pistons Basketball Network.
Your Kelly Tire dealer announces the Voyager 1000 all-season radial, a new long-term investment in luxury. Belted with Aramid for premium strength, Voyager promises uncompromising smoothness and quiet, long, even wear, and a high-traction all-season tread.
For the best deal in town on Kelly Tires, see your Bell Tire team specialist.
Hey, Josh.
Of all the days to run away.
Poor Josh. It's so hot. It's so hot that the ocean's drying up. Gonna be even hotter tomorrow.
Looks so good, I just gotta have it. Can't beat it.
I guess we'll have to rent out his room.
Can't beat the feeling.
Dorothy's sweaters are selling like crazy.
Call me Dot.
So when things got busy, Dad got a Canon PC 6RE, the ultimate personal copier.
These little cartridges make it easy to take care of.
The 6RE reduces, enlarges, and its stationary top gives her extra space.
I need my space, don't you know?
The Canon PC 6RE is advanced enough for any business.
Isn't he cute?
Canon personal cartridge copiers, born to run.
The Pistons have outscored them 12-4 in the last 420. They've outscored them 6-0 in the last 130. And Jimmy Edwards says Joe Abramson, our statistician, has 9 straight Piston points. As the folks look on from Rodman's Roost at the top of the Palace. We're talking fan favorite. Adrian Dantley back in the game against Worm. Dishes to Wiley topside. Sally jumped at him late, and Wiley stuck it from the top. Stops the Piston run at 6. And the Mavericks lead by 7, 41-34. 4:35 to play in the half. James Edwards, mid-left against Perkins, outside Isiah. On the wing to Dumars. That feathery rainbow falls. Joe with just 4. Dallas by just 5. 4:14 to play in the half as Wennington works outside against Edwards. Deep on the wing to Wiley. A bounce to Dantley. Cleared out against Rodman. Wide of the lane. 2 up fakes. Now 1 dribble and a fadeaway. It's off the heel to Isiah. Looks up, sees Dumars. Cut off by Wiley, though, as Joe. Back it goes to Isiah. A bounce to the posting. Sally too hard for the shot to Wennington.
That has been a good time to stuff the ball over the smaller defensive player.
Blackman's about to check back in. He has been the Mavericks' pistol packer tonight. And as Harper pivots outside, we get a whistle inside. And an offensive foul is called on Sam Perkins. He has 3.
That'll be decision time for McLeod.
Perkins and Dumars push and shove, and Perkins inadvertently let Joe have it in the chops with a forearm.
All big guys think they have that right when a little guy switches on them, that they can own them and control them in the low post. They abuse them.
Out he comes. Back comes Herb Williams. Dumars dishes to Isiah on the sideline. A triple try. It is ruled for 3.
That's another wrinkle.
Are within 2.
Excuse me, that's another wrinkle off the pick and roll. They isolate Isiah on the right-hand side for the 3-point shot.
3:08 to play in the half. Dallas by just a deuce. Williams on top, bothered by Sally. Off to Blackman, now Dantley. Robin with a lot of body on him. Adrian on the floor, down the lane. Hooks on the run, short. But he'll get to the foul line. Dennis Rodman with the foul. He has 2.
The intensity is a great study. Adrian Dantley, Dennis Rodman. If you could get close up to their face, I mean, they're really into this thing.
The hook on the run for AD, sweeping across the lane, didn't go. He will now shoot 2.
If you have a monitor, you notice the bruises on AD's right arm. That didn't come from playing tic-tac-toe.
No, that came from going inside. He's been to the line a lot in Dallas. AD at the line, the classic spin. Now he sends it and he scores it. Got his number 4 back. His buddy Joe Dumars had it in Detroit. He had to settle for 45. Rick Mahorn had 44. He split the pair. Edwards rebounds the miss on the second. Dallas by 3. 2:50 now to play in the half. Isiah against Harper. Looks for Edwards, posting Wennington. Jimmy gets it. Here's the fadeaway. It falls.
He has the feeling. His teammates know it, and they're giving the ball in great position.
And he's got the guy on him that makes him get the feeling. 42-41. Adrian Dantley on a clear out against Sally, and he gets the offensive foul. Sally with some position, and he hit the deck when the contact came. Chuck Daly, as we look way down on it, had to like that call.
That's a nice angle to watch a pick and roll play.
Edwards, top of the key. Foul line, Dumars. Here's the turning gun for Joe. No. Rebound, Wennington. Dallas hanging on the lead. They're up 1. A little over 2 to play in the half. Harper with a bounce to Blackman. Rolando. Little shake and bake on Dumars. Finally frees himself just enough. Missed the shot. Sally with a position. And Herb Williams is going to get the foul.
80% of the missed shots taken from the side will rebound to the offside, the weak side, we call it. And John Sally realized that and had great body position on Herb Williams.
He's a pretty good student at Georgia Tech. Figured that out in a hurry and got there in a hurry. Both teams with 14 fouls, 1:45 to play in the half. Pistons down 1. Isiah outside against Harper. The 2-point try, no. The rebound, Dantley. Adrian left-handing all the way up against Sally. Now he'll spin inside, go to the hoop and draw the foul. Oh, hang on. An offensive foul on AD. The Pistons get a break there. Let's see.
Well, yeah, he did bring that free arm back and hit Sally on the neck with it.
AD comes out. That's his 3rd. And the Pistons, who haven't led since 6-4, 3 minutes into the game, can take the lead here. 1:18 to play in the half. Dumars looking deep for Edwards. Was he held? He certainly didn't get there. Hugh Evans says he was. Williams with the foul.
The mark of a real mature team, when you have a player that's really in sync and producing, and you keep getting him the ball, is very important. There's a nice feeling, and it spreads around the team.
Everybody knows when it's their turn,
they'll get the ball. Yes,
they'll get the rock. The Dallas front line, all with 3 fouls. Williams comes out. Uwe Block replaces him. Sally spelled by Aguirre as Edwards makes the first free throw. Bill Lambier will rest Rick Mahorn here with 1:15 to play in the half. It's tied. It's still tied. He missed the second. Here comes Harper the other way for the Dallas Mavericks. 1:09 to play in the half. Pounding it on the wing. Giving it topside to Blackman. Now Blackman turns and guns. He got it. Mavericks by a deuce again, 44-42. Blackman was 17. Chuck Daly watches Isiah penetrate and dish to Edwards, and he's fouled by Uwe.
That defense preventing the shot looks like a playbook out of the Pistons thing. Uwe just would not let him get the shot out.
Don't give him the easy one. The only way to stop that is with the grab, and he did grab. Jimmy Edwards misses the first. It pops out. .49 seconds to play in the half. James missed them both. Isiah rebound. Got inside Wennington. Goes back outside, dishes deep to Dumars, who lays it in. We're even at 44. Joe with just 6, but that hoop tied the game.
That's a 4-point swing in my mind.
Blackman backing to the dotted line and drawing the bump. And Dumars gets the foul. 33 seconds to play in the half. Blackman at the line. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Mackenzie's Natural Shoulder Clothing on Northwestern Highway between 12 and 13 Mile in the Applegate Square, where traditional menswear never goes out of style. Very traditional player, Rolando Blackman at the line.
Great shooter. Youngsters are watching and watch his arm and his wrist on the release. And if they copied that, they'd be in good shape.
2 feathery soft free throws fall, and Dallas leads again. It's 46-44. 19 for Blackman. He had 12 in the first. Dumars with a clear out against Rolando. Shot clock 12, quarter clock 20. Now the pick and roll. Lampier over to set that screen. Dumars down the lane in a crowd. He was two-timed, and now we get the whistle from Ronnie Nunn. And on the bump, Wennington gets the foul. Is your favorite, the pick and roll, Dick Motta?
Well, I think it's one of the toughest things to defend, the coordination between the two defensive players. And Joe's had an unbelievable string of driving against the pick and roll. And almost invariably, he'll pick on the biggest guy, back up a step, and then drive him in a one-on-one situation.
Joe, tonight, has struggled to 7 points so far. Led the Pistons in scoring in his last 2, though, with 35 and then 18. He nailed them both at the line. And we're tied at 46. Final 15 seconds of the half. The Mavericks should get the last shot. Blackman over Dumars from the top. It's an air ball out of bounds. 4 seconds left. They won't get the last shot.
Way too soon on that shot.
And Chuck Daly and the Brendans, Sir and Malone, will take a 20-second timeout to figure how to use the final 4. A big group from Central Michigan gave me a note here before the game, Dick. They said they drove 2.5 hours down to see the 1989 world champion Pistons. A lot of Piston fans hope that their confidence holds up in the playoffs.
I like their chances right now. It's a long shot. You've got a lot of things that can happen between now and the championship series. But right now, everything is in sync, and I like the way they look.
Pistons plot the strategy, and now Bill Lambier, as the Pistons look to go coast to coast, triggers to Dumars. Joe to Edwards. He's got the shot off in time. It's short. And at the half, at the Palace, as Adrian Dantley returns to play against the Pistons, AD and the Mavericks have the Pistons tied at 46. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
Hey, are you looking to buy a new car? Well, the great Detroit Chrysler Plymouth guys got it. Practical, they got it. Luxury, they got it. Sporty, they got it. LeBaron's $1,000 cash back. Tell me you couldn't make friends with this baby. Take it from me. The great Detroit Chrysler Plymouth guys definitely got it. And if you got it, come on, ladies, let's go, let's go. Single file. Well, who's gonna drive? Well, Sally's sitting in the back.
Oh, Harold, it's lovely.
I hope you like it.
It reminds me of when we first got electric light back when I was a child.
Oh.
Daddy used to draw his chair up to that light and read to it. Oh, and memories. But Harold, this is the 80s. And I wanted a Bud Light.
If you want the one light that outshines them all, ask for Bud Light.
Kill the light, will you, Harold?
Oh, because everything else is just a light.
A car with headlights that won't burn out? There are people in GE Lighting who have some ideas that could help you construct one. Pick our brains. A ding-free car? There are people in GE Plastics who have some ideas that could help you make one. Pick our brains. If you're a car maker or supplier, talk to us. GE Automotive.
Healthcare needs are changing. And more people are finding that Omnicare is a change for the better. With Omnicare, you can choose from more than 1,300 family doctors and specialists, 47 area hospitals, more than 500 pharmacies, more vision care, worldwide emergency care, too. When it's time to change your health plan, make it a change for the better. Omnicare. More choices, more care. Call us at 873-2800.
Back live at the Palace, George Blaha and Dick Motta. The Pistons and Coach Motta's former squad, the Dallas Mavericks, even at the half at 46. And Adrian Dantley, I thought, handled himself very well. Got a nice ovation. That had to help, but he scored 10 first-quarter points. Kind of sparked the Mavericks, he and Rolando Blackman.
I think that he's really trying to get in sync with this ball club, and it does take a while to adjust. They're isolating him a lot on the side. He's driving to the middle, and he's going to the free throw line.
However, if you're John McLeod, I doubt you think a tie at the half is enough here.
Well, right now, you've got to say this is pretty positive. You're holding the best record in the NBA to scratch in the first half. A couple of breaks, we can win this thing. That's what he's telling them.
Meantime, the Pistons, if they win this thing, will go to the final 15 games of the season with 50 wins. They head out west this week to Utah, Seattle, and they'll play the Clippers and Trailblazers to finish the trip. It's halftime at the Palace, even at 46. This is the Pistons Basketball Network.
Introducing the new 1990 Plymouth Laser RS Turbo. To have 190 horsepower, to go 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds, to make car and drivers 10 best before the first one was sold, takes a world beater. A world beater to satisfy the customer. The all-new Plymouth Laser RS Turbo proves the 9 most important words Plymouth knows.
Oh, ain't it? Keep pushing. That low octane stuff's not going in this, baby. What? This one? They just have a regular with 87 octane. There's a Unitel up the street, wimp. So, they have an 89 octane unleaded. So, an engine that knocks in things isn't cool. Besides, it helps keep port fuel injectors clean.
How's she running?
Needs some 89, Murph.
Right, I'll fill her up.
Yeah, $2 will do.
Oh. Go with the spirit of 76.
Save on Citrus Hill orange juice, 12-ounce can, just 99 cents. And the 25-pound bag of pet fried dog food is only $6.49.
A cellular phone is an indispensable business tool. And sometimes it's simply indispensable. You can rely on Cellular One service, and you can depend on Cellular One cellular phones.
I called road service. Be there in 20 minutes.
Call Cellular One today.
Pistons 46 and Dallas 46 at the half at the Palace. And now it's time for halftime featuring Fast Break, brought to you by Dunham's. Tonight, Fast Break features up close and personal with head coach Chuck Daly, along with Pistons playback 88. Fast Break, brought to you by Dunham's, the complete sports outfitter. The Dunham's Play of the Week took place during the fourth quarter of the Pistons' win over the New Jersey Nets Friday night. With the Nets rallying from 24 back to within 2 points, the Pistons went on a 10-0 run, capped off by this Detroit break. 88-78. Pistons have scored 8 straight. Hinson against Mahorn, goes baseline left. Mahorn blocks the shot to Isiah. Behind the back bounce to Aguirre, down the middle, finger rolls. He fills it up. It's 90-78. The Pistons have scored 10 straight, and the Nets want timeout. The Pistons game-breaking fast break, the play of the week. Dunham's presents Up Close and Personal. Tonight, Chuck Daly explains how going to the NBA Finals affects a team the following season.
Well, once you go to the mountaintop, it changes your life dramatically. I don't think any of our players would disagree with me regarding the fact that our visibility, both locally and nationally, is so much higher. And therefore, you're under the magnifying glass. And when you lose a couple games, all of a sudden, even though you might have the third or fourth best record in the league, people start to say, gee, you're not playing very well. And so you have to live with that. But the business of getting back to the finals, nothing really can prepare you for that getting back, because there's so many roadblocks. And this particular year, there's so many, I think, many more good teams to get through. And I think the team that comes through the East will be badly scarred in terms of trying to win it all, because it's going to be so physical.
Okay, real quick. Dunham's wants to show you a small sampling of a large department. I know they're going by fast, folks, but we've got a lot of them to look at here. And that is just the beginning.
Dunham's is your headquarters for Reebok footwear. Reebok, the shoes that let you be you. Shop Dunham's for the latest Reebok footwear styles in basketball, running, fitness, and more. All at Dunham's everyday low prices.
Dunham, our big names bring you in, our low prices bring you back.
Going all the way this year.
The Dunham's Player of the Week is Piston guard Joe Dumars. In Friday night's win over New Jersey, Joe D scored a regular season career-high 35 points. Dumars connected. Dunham's presents 88 playbacks. In front of nearly 39,000 fans at the Silverdome, the Pistons slammed the door on the Boston Celtics season, 95-90. Boston stayed tough by trailing by only 2 at the half. But in the third quarter, the Pistons began pulling away and led 75-63 going into the fourth. Detroit led by as many as 16 points late in the fourth quarter before Boston made a respectable run at the end.
Roberts the rebound, but hail to the new Eastern Conference kings, the Detroit Pistons finally. 31 years it took them. McHale and Thomas. What a picture that is. That's what it's all about. Good luck against the Lakers, I'm sure, is what McHale is telling the Pistons.
Kevin McHale said after the last game, maybe we should give a little credit to that Piston team defensively.
Detroit's series-clinching Game 6 victory. Another 88 playback. Fast Break has been brought to you by Dunham's, the complete sports outfitter. Fast Break is a production of the Detroit Pistons Basketball Company. The Sweetholders happy tonight, but they'd be happier with a Piston lead. Great views at the Palace, though. Pistons 46 and the Mavericks 46. It's halftime, and this is the Pistons Basketball Network.
The Clydesdales, the symbol of Budweiser quality, of Beechwood aging, the choicest natural ingredients, and a genuine commitment to freshness and taste. One beer lives up to all this. Budweiser.
Many lawnmower companies make quick start guarantees, but what about the rest of the mower? At Snapper, we guarantee more than quick starting. If you're not satisfied with your new Snapper's performance within 14 days of purchase, we'll refund your money.
Great, but I already bought Mr. Quick Start here.
Right now, Snapper dealers are offering great trade-in allowances, so now's the time to trade.
See one of these full-service Snapper dealers today.
In
insane! My audio and video prices are so low, no one can go lower!
The competition's gunning for me because I got the best stereo prices in town.
No matter what they claim,
If I can't beat your best deal, no one can.
just remember the asterisk, because nobody but nobody sells for less than Highland.
Here's another great moment in Pistons history, brought to you by WRIF.
In 1966, the general manager of the Detroit Pistons made a great decision when he drafted Dave Bing as his #1 pick. Number 21 would spend 9 seasons in a Pistons uniform, shattering all scoring and assist records for the team. Bing became the all-time Pistons scoring leader for a single season with 2,213 points. This is Ken Calvert. Join me, Lynn, TC, Rick Mahorn, and more early mornings on WRIF.
Detroit Pistons basketball is brought to you by your best connection in cellular phone service, Cellular One. By Precision Tune. We do more than fix your car. We guarantee it. By Highland Appliance. Nobody gives you more, and nobody but nobody sells for less. And by Great Stuff Stores, carrying the official merchandise of the Detroit Pistons.
Nice to have Dick Motta in town to watch his ex-team, the Dallas Mavericks, take on the Pistons here at the Palace. Dick, the Mavs have the Pistons tied at the half at 46 despite their 9-game losing streak, and the numbers are just about even. I think that there's 1 or 2 individuals that have the most to do with it. Dallas shooting just 43%, and the Pistons have 5 more makes at the line, and the rebounding is even. But if you...
Well, the game is even, and I'm sure that John McLeod is very excited about that. He's been way behind in a lot of ball games in this 9-game losing streak, and they've got something to build on in this second half.
Rolando Blackman with 19 and Adrian Dantley with 11 leading Dallas and getting them close enough to call this thing even at the half. The second half at a moment on the Pistons Basketball Network.
There are a lot of guys in Detroit who want to sell you tires. But what if you want to compare several top brands? Then eliminate all these places. They only stock 1 or 2. Want a 2-week trial period? What's that? You never heard of a trial period on tires? Neither are these guys. Now, say you want a protection plan that gives you free inspections, free balancing, free rotation, and free repair. Anyone left? Only one. Bell Tire. The way to choose the right tire is to choose the right tire store.
We are the spark in the engine, the swift in the night, a voice in the dark from 1,000,000 miles away. We are the beats and the slash, the switch and the flash. We are GE, we are the good things. You hear and see, we bring good things to life.
You've probably noticed I haven't been running all that well lately. Mileage is down, no power. Well, look at this. Could you breathe through this? Hey, if I don't get enough air, you can kiss performance and mileage goodbye. So let's go to Precision Tune. They'll diagnose my problem, tune me up, and replace whatever needs replacing. And it's guaranteed. So take me to Precision Tune. We'll both breathe a lot easier.
Precision Tune. We do more than fix your car. We guarantee it.
She's the girl of my dreams. She taught me what real love means. You can't beat it. Feeling you get when your love is the real thing.
Hi, Daddy.
Can't beat the feeling.
Coca-Cola Classic. You can't beat the feeling.
Back live at the Palace as we're set to start the second half. I'm sure Chuck Daly wasn't thrilled with the Pistons' first half. He sent them back early, as a matter of fact. Here's our second half start for Budweiser, the king of beers. For all you do, this ice-cold Bud's for you. Adrian Dantley driving in on Aguirre and missing. Perkins with the left-hand putback won't drop. Rebound snatched away by Mahorn. Perkins now 1-for-7 tonight. That one was too close to miss. one guy who has not stepped up for the Mavericks in the absence of Tarpley and Donaldson. And Mark Aguirre, also absent in Dallas, present here at the Palace, and he hits the first hoop of the third, and the Pistons have their first lead since 6-4. 48-46 Pistons. Blackman deep on the wing. Misfires an air ball. Bill Laimbeer ahead to Aguirre. Mark drives and scoops. It's wide, but he's fouled.
It's one of the few times that Dallas has made a big drive to the basket at the other end, and it gave Mark a chance to get down on a one-on-one situation.
We've played a minute here in the third, and Mark Aguirre, who has 6 on 2 for 4 shooting from the floor, makes the first at the line. He's 3 for 3 at the stripe. Mark Aguirre has seen the Pistons win 17 times in his first 21 games in a Detroit uniform. He made them both, and the Pistons lead them by 4. Here comes Derek Harper to work against Isiah. Harper dishes to Williams. Herb Williams, mid-post, bounce to Perkins. Sam Perkins against Mahorn. Backs away, clock at 9. Dishes deep to AD. Back to Perkins. He'll have to take it. No, it's a brick to Isiah. Isiah will pull up in the paint, use the glass. It's good. And the Pistons have scored all 6 here in the third, and John McLeod wants a Dallas timeout. 10:28 to play in the third. Pistons 52, Mavericks 46 at the Palace. Timeout on the Pistons Basketball Network.
I knew he was going to be here. This is going to be one great party. You know why Spud McKenzie has so much fun at parties? Because he's always in control. He knows how to make the party last. It takes good sense to have a good time. Spud knows it's cool to live by one simple rule. Know when to say when.
A reminder from Anheuser-Busch.
Trust me on this one, Vernon. I know this to be true. Buy a name brand appliance, stereo, TV, or camcorder somewhere else, and you might only save this much. But buy at ABC Warehouse, and you could save this much every day. It's called Pizza Logic, Vern, and any way you slice it, ABC Warehouse is the closest thing to wholesale. Know what I mean?
At ABC Warehouse, you can get this Maytag large capacity washer for $397 or less.
A few words on the new world of business.
There's just so much information that I've got to be selective. I'm in marketing. I live and breathe market share. If I'm in touch, then I've got an edge.
Today's Wall Street Journal. Faster, tougher, smarter. Try this special journal offer. Get 2 free weeks with no obligation. Call 800-538-9200. That's 2 weeks absolutely free.
Get Piston tickets despite the sellouts at the Palace. Call the offices tomorrow at 377-0100. Get information on ticket availability for next year and a priority number for yourself at 377-0100. Back to the action now. Adrian Dantley against Aguirre. Topside Perkins. They go left side, and Dumars steps in front of Blackman and slaps it out of bounds. Chuck Daly has his team into it here in the early third. Pistons scored the last 2 of the first half and the first 6 here in the third. Adrian Dantley inside, hit and fouled by Mahorn. And he earned 2 tries at the line there.
Had the nice baseline. He was not going to get the shot off. Rick just nailed him. Adrian didn't say a word. You got 2 old pros that know how to stop a layup, and there's a give and go that's the unwritten rule among the pros.
AD at the line. Gets his first here in the third and the first of the Mavericks. He now has a dozen on the night. Royce Terpstra, Dave Hoskins, Kevin Van Norman, and Freddie Carlin from Grand Rapids in to see the game tonight. Rick Mahorn comes out. John Sally replaces him. AD split the pair. The rebound comes long to Adrian. Strong, strong hands. He snatched it from Aguirre. Draws the double. Outside to Harper on the wing to Blackman. Back topside Harper. Triple try. Dribble for three. So the Mavericks get 4 that trip, and it's 52-50. 9:48 to play in the third. Joe Dumars on the sideline. On the pick and roll switch, Lambier's on Blackman. He'll miss the turn and gun, though. Sally fumbles the rebound, goes to the floor, good hustle, picks it up, outside it goes. Dumars with a fresh 24. Trying to get by Blackman, he can't. Still has it top of the key. Off to Isiah at the foul line extension. Harper on him. Shot clock is wound down to 7. It goes to Aguirre. It's at 4. 3. Slapped away as he goes up with 1 on the clock. He guns. He got it with the clock running out. Chuck Daly says, we'll take it. 54-50.
Too.
Yes, he does. Somehow got it back and got it up and got it down. Dantley against Aguirre. Sprints down the left side. And he drew the foul. Mark with a foul on the run. Just the first on Mark. Aguirre has 6 here in the third. For 10 on the night. Adrian with a dozen. 8:45 to play in the third. Dallas back to Dantley. Gets by Aguirre again. Lambier over to help, and the ball's out of bounds off AD. Bill Lambier caused the turnover. John McLeod trying to break a 9-game losing streak. Carr Hurd and Richie Adebato as assistants. Richie, one of the good guys and sound assistants in this league. Dick Motta knows that very well. Isiah down the lane for the Pistons. Running left-hand hook, no. Rebound Perkins. Shovels it ahead to Blackman. 8:12 to play in the third. Pistons by 4. Perkins wide lane against Sally. Can't shake him. Top side to Harper. Clock at 12. On the wing now to Blackman. Bounce to Dantley. Great feed to Williams, but he couldn't hit the reverse. Sally stuffed it to Lambier. Ahead to Dumars. Now Sally. John lost the dribble. Blackman takes it away. Way up for Adrian. Tough catch. He made it, though. Switches hands and throws it up and in. Great play by AD.
I don't know how he caught that ball. It was way behind him. It was over his head.
He got 2 out of it and has 14. Pistons 54, Mavericks 52. 7.5 to play in the third. Isiah bounces to Aguirre. High post. He is doubled. Outside to Lambier. On the wing now to Isiah. Isiah pump fake, drew the Blackman contact, and he gets the Rolando Blackman foul. 7 now and 20 to play in the third. Pistons 54 and Dallas 52. Isiah at the stripe. John Sally stepped up and stuffed Herb Williams trying to hit the reverse.
Yes, a good rotation from the weak side, and that's what the weak side help is supposed to do. Keep aware of the ball, keep it in your vision. When they attack your area, be ready to block.
Well, I don't know where Herb Williams has left his game recently, but it seems to have disappeared.
I've never been able to figure him out. I could never put him in the little box where he was supposed to be.
He's always been inconsistent. 2 at the line. Isiah makes him, and he has 16. Adrian Dantley working the wing. Dallas goes right back to it. He goes right back to the lane, put it on the floor, and Isiah slaps it away. Shot clock at 7. 7:03 to play in the third. Pistons by 4, 56-52.
Mavericks are relying way too much on the isolation for Dantley.
Harper from the baseline. Looks and looks and looks. Finally bounces to Blackman. He'll turn and gun baseline, and he gets it down. Rolando Blackman with 21. Pistons up just 2. Isiah with a great leaning scoop. Lefty, no. Follow Aguirre, yes. Super soft shot by Isiah. Just couldn't get the roll. But Aguirre's there. His putback gives him a dozen and gives the Pistons a 4-point lead. Live from the Palace, sold out again. And Sally blocks again. Isiah the other way. They're just 2 on 3. Isiah to Sally, the trailer, and he got it blocked, but got it back and drew the foul. The 34th straight sellout crowd here. Finally firing up here in the third. The Pistons were flat in the first half. Let's take 10 here for an ID on this, the Detroit Pistons Basketball Network.
This is TV 50 WKBD Detroit.
John Sally at the line. Indiana, by the way, 52, Cleveland 46 and a half.
2 reasons to cheer for Indiana. Dick Versailles, that's the most important thing.